This is the Point Pedro lighthouse. I'm not sure who built this. Anyway, this is one of the tallest lighthouses that's there, and this is considered actually the tallest in Southeast Asia. This lighthouse. So there's a bit of history in Point Pedro. And now I'm going to go to the spot where all that history can be mentioned. Point Pedro was a Portuguese name. Pointas das Pedras. It was called Rocky Cove. That was the whole idea of the Portuguese, a rocky cove. But eventually it ended up being Point Pedro. And here where a few people are surrounded, this is the geographical northern point of Sri Lanka. This is the most northern point at this point here, and you can see a lot of people taking pictures, remembering this particular place. So this is how everybody takes a picture to remember the northern point. And the southern point in Sri Lanka is the Dondra lighthouse. That I think that is the that must be considered the highest in Southeast Asia. So now this history of this place is very interesting, and it also has a bloody history. Why do I say that? When the Portuguese came, the Jaffna kingdom was already there, and earlier the Portuguese left the Jaffna kingdom alone because they were too busy with the Corte kingdom. Then the Portuguese, of course, wants to apostolize and get more Christians, and they want to convert the population to Christians, Catholicism. But there was a resistance. So since there was a resistance, the Portuguese wanted to take away this obstacle. There was a king called Kanchil. So he was working closely with the Candian kingdom, which the Portuguese didn't like. They didn't like. So what has happened was there was a massacre of about 5,000 Christians, and these Christians were actually Christians brought down by the Portuguese in the Mana area. So this upset the Portuguese and angered them. So eventually the Portuguese landed a big naval fleet with about 5,000 and captured the king's family, and he was hanged, and they were all taken to Goa and eventually hanged. So after that, the Portuguese continued ruling this area, and of course subsequently the British, when they came, they had some missionaries, the Wesleyan and the other missionaries were allowed to come, especially to the Jaffna area, and also to the American missionaries. They didn't let them come to Colombo, but they rather allowed them to come to Jaffna to spread Christianity to the local population. So from here, through this tower, you can see the lighthouse. You can see the lighthouse here, and these are fishing huts where fishermen come and stay during the season. So by next month, now it's October, by November the rains in the northeast monsoon would come in, and there won't be any fishing. So the fishing will stop to a certain extent, slow down because of the monsoons. And these fishermen will probably go to another part of the island to fish. So this is how these fishermen, they don't stay in one place, they move from place to place. So here there was a crowd when I came, and now I'm trying to see if they are not there, to get a clear picture of this northern point and remember. So a lot of people come on their motorcycles, and a lot of young people come here just to see this special geographical place. So that's a little bit of history here. And this can't go to the lighthouse because it's inside the Navy premises. So therefore that's the reason we can't go in, but take the picture from outside. So it's very nice and very quiet here, and very serene. The sea is very calm. The rains have not come to the north yet, although there have been slight rains last night. So this is it. And these are small fishing huts that you can see in the distance. These are fishing huts that you see in the distance. These fishing huts. And these are some ladies enjoying some bananas and having a chit chat. This is how it is.